Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Cheok PD, and today I am going to be reacting to two music videos here on the Culture Study. First, we have Confidence, which is ONEW's pre-release, and then we have the title track music video for Animals. This is all coming off his new second studio album, which is titled Percent. Looking forward to what that album has in store. It was his first studio album that really got me into ONEW in the first place, Circle, and kind of changed my life and really set me on this shiny discography journey that I've been on for the past few months now. Speaking of my shiny deep dive journey, we've been doing that for several months now on my Patreon. We've been going through all the members' solos. Well, mainly ONEW's. I'd been checking out all the other members' solos through most of their careers. We did Mino, and now just recently I released my reaction for Jonghyun's Bass, which was a spectacular album. She is also on the horizon as well. So if you want to check all that out, as well as my reaction for Percent, which will be out in August, come check it out on Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support the channel monetarily if you don't want to. It's just simply a place where I upload bonus reactions. If you want to support the channel for free, make sure to subscribe and like the video down below. Let's go ahead and check out Confidence and Animals. Let's go.
Maybe 내가 잘못했던 거겠지 문제를 되짚듯 다시 처음으로 come back But no 매일 뛰어가듯 나가고 싫지만 하루를 돌이키며 지샌 밤 나의 시간 미래를 향해 가지 않고
The way he's kind of playing with his rhythm, it's a little like soulful and jazzy.
찾아낸 건 말야 That's where's my confidence
Wow.
반짝이던 눈에 온몸에 넘쳤는데 언제 이런 걸까 주머니 속 한가득 주었다면 이 세상에 다 처음보다가 정답이란 얘기 사이 정작 잃어버려 해낼 수 있단 자신감 잃지 말자 Confidence Confidence 중요한 건 confidence 에이 대단한 단 하나의 성취 대신 에이 수백 번 잃어갈 날 믿고 싶어
Wow.
표와 느낌표들 사이에 차이
Whoa, so short-lived. ONEW quickly rapping.
확신만으로 나를 믿고 앞만 보고 걸어가면 돼 풀어야 할 세상이 꼭 내가 내린 날 그대로만 풀려나가 날 들리던 세상이 들려 no Let's go That's where's my confidence
Wow. Wow.
언제 이런 걸까 주머니 속 한가득
This is symbolically very beautiful, this music video.
정작 잃어버려 해낼 수 있단 자신감 잃지 말자 Confidence Confidence 중요한 건 Confidence 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 중요한 건 Confidence Yeah
Ooh.
If you wanna talk the talk, walk the walk
It's a staged image. Do not imitate. Oh, wow. That bass line was funky at the end. Oh, what? Let me listen to these lyrics. Where was it?
풀어야 할 세상이 꼭 내가 내린 날 그대로만 풀려나가 날 들리던 세상이 들려 no Let's go
The way his voice swells up with that riser is beautiful. Wow.
주머니 속 한가득 주었다면 이 세상에 다 처음보다가 정답이란 얘기 알죠 confidence
Wow. Gorgeous music video. Very a very dazzlingly soulful song with a beautiful message at the heart of it. But I think the message of the song is definitely enhanced by the music video. Essentially, the core of the story here, both in the music video and in the song, is about one not losing their confidence, regaining their confidence. How we as people, we will stumble and often trip over, fall, and get hurt. And because of that, we will lose our confidence. This honestly resonated with me a lot, just because I find it really hard to film these reaction videos because I have very little confidence when it comes to filming on camera nowadays. Just over the years, you trip up and you face some things and you get hurt, and because of that you lose confidence. And there's that lyric of him saying, like, everyone in the world saying like their way is the right way, but all you really need is confidence. Yeah, ultimately at the end of the day, there is no one-stop shop solution for figuring out how to get back on the horse. All you really need to be is just confident. You just have to maintain that confidence. And you have to have that persistence to keep getting back on the horse, to try and try again. As the music video illustrates from the beginning, there's the imagery of even like the toy planes in the garage. I thought that was just like a cute and simple touch. But from ONEW jumping on the trampoline, hard cutting to him on the driveway pavement, there's a lot of humor in this video. There's a lot of like silly offbeat humor in this video. I love that aspect. Even at the end, after this whole big song about confidence, him gaining his wings, at the end it feels like that big final finale moment of like, yes, this time I'll fly, and he still falls flat. He still fails at the end of the video, but hopefully he hasn't lost his confidence. That's the whole point of the song. The whole point of this song is not about succeeding. It's just about having the confidence to keep going, to persist. Whether it started from, I think the idea is like he perhaps once could fly, lost his wings. So he tries to mechanically figure out his way. He's trying to figure out different ways to fly again, whether it's jumping on the trampoline. And then he takes these like the mechanical like fans, puts it on his back, and then he gives himself like these mechanical fans to try and get himself to fly. Even utilizing the imagery of the Popeye being a cartoon character, where it's like an old cartoon where basically the cans are filled with spinach, and when Popeye eats the spinach, he gains like super strength and it makes him super strong. In this case, he gets confidence. That's a fun way to kind of like visualize that what he needs is confidence and not anything else. And then finally he sprouts these wings, and it's such beautiful imagery that like after the course of like trying different things, he keeps failing, and then ultimately finally sprouts his wings, and then still fails at the end of the day. But again, it is not about succeeding. It is about the persistency to never give up. It is about not giving up on yourself and having that confidence. It's a beautiful song and a beautiful music video. Rather than like your typical pop flair, this one was a little bit more off the beaten path, not just in the humor of the video, but also the song. It was a little bit more soulful. It was a little bit jazzy, like the drum patterns and the bass. It was kind of like fucking around, like all over the place, kind of the way the humor was messing around all over the place. So that was really fun. I like experimental songs like this. It's just like a nice groovy vibe. With that in mind, let's go ahead and check out Animals next. Okay. he was like secretly an animal in some way.
나 homo sapiens 생각대로 해 어디든지 있지 baby I feel it on my skin rhythm on my own 비록 우린 다른 language 갈곳 없는 손을 모아 하나 된 너와 나를 봐 달빛을 켜고 you and I 지금부터 animals 고요해 louder you and I 처음부터 animals 후회는 없어 미친 듯 즐겨봤지 psycho 말 따위 필요 없어 your eyes 스쳐만 봐도 알지 animals We turn into animals 소음과 적막 경계를 줄타 line up 멈칫하면 잃어버릴 내 자유로운 영혼 눈치는 no 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 하고픈 대로 해 이해는 no 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 하나가 돼 feel it 하나 둘씩 손을 모아 I feel it coming up 우리가 된 모두를 봐
Wow.
빛을 켜고 you and I
This is such an excellent music video. Oh, the song is fantastic too, but I am in love with this video. With the energy that Jingi's bringing into this too.
The dream is not far away. Leave yourself to the ocean as much as you like. Yeah, Seoul, Tokyo, New York, Paris, Beijing, Singapore, Sydney, Sao Paulo, Berlin, Thailand, Amsterdam. Everybody feel it. You and I 지금부터 animals. 고요해 louder. You and I 처음부터 animals. 후회는 없어. 미친 듯 즐겨봤지 psycho. 말 따위 필요 없어. Your eyes 스쳐만 봐도 알지 animals. We turn into animals.
Wow.
난 left and right go and stop 조금 더 나나나. 이리저리 지져. We turn into animals.
Wow. Wow. Animals is fantastic. Oh my gosh. You know, ONEW, as much as I really love his emotional, artistic side, whether it's songs like Winner, Circle, he just does such a fun job with his pop beats, doesn't he? And Animals, even more than Beat Drum. Now, speaking of pop beats, this is good. Doesn't have the exact same triple punch feeling that Beat Drum gives me. Which, by the way, since the last time, if you don't follow me on Patreon, I will let you know. Since the last time I reacted to ONEW, one thing that has changed is I got to see him live. He was in LA for his concert in May, and I got to see him live, and it was one of the most thrilling concert experiences of my life. It was so intimate. It was so beautiful. And one of the things that I was looking so forward to, the song that really made me a obsessed fan with ONEW was Beat Drum. And I experienced Beat Drum live and absolutely, it was awesome. Lost my mind. It was so goddamn good. It was so good. It was such a party. He also kept like the ending part going for like an extra 2 minutes, which was even more epic. So I will say, Beat Drum is going to sit as like one of my favorite ONEW tracks for a really long time. Animals, I will say, comes close, but doesn't necessarily beat it. But I will say, in one aspect that I like Animals more than Beat Drum is the music video. And even the thematic elements of what he's singing about in Animals. The basic premise being all of us unleashing our just inner wild child and letting go and having fun and symbolically becoming animals. Now, I like how he does take an artistic approach with that in the music video where the people are actual animals on the subway trains. That's really fun. Like there's a dude sipping on carrot juice and he's got bunny ears. I think one of the dudes had like a horse tail. One of the women had like tiger stripes. It's all about unleashing what's hidden inside. Like they're all hiding it inside, right? And there are certain shots. There were like these really cool shadow shots that they were doing where there's like this revolving light and the rest of them is in shadow. And like you're seeing hints of like the animal, like someone had like scales, like hinting at like the animals that are trapped inside. There's the shot of the second verse where they're in the subway station and they're all dressed up in suits. And it's also this commentary on people who conform to society, who, you know, has day jobs and is living the hustle and the bustle. And he's encouraging you to break out of that and unleash your inner animal. And he does it in such a really cool and artistic way. I really love like when the video slows down and everyone's like doing like what is the equivalent of like contemporary dance and with the slow-mo and then picking up the pace and then partying like crazy, especially the energy that ONEW brings. He brings like a slight ferocity, which, you know, I'm still going through like my shiny deep dive journey and ONEW still surprises me around every turn. And so I was not aware of ONEW's kind of like ferocious side, his kind of like this intense actual pop star side. Like I just, you know, his voice, Circle, I just always thought of him as like a really intimate, soulful singer. But then again, citing back to the concert, oh my God, when he performed Yay, Manse, the way that song, he also stretches out the ending on that song. The way he ends Manse was surprisingly pop star driven. And it was one of the coolest, craziest rock star like type of moments I saw. And that's when I saw like this side of ONEW I didn't know was a thing of like, wow, he actually has a really fierce side as well. And I feel like we saw glimpses of that here. Like even just like the way he was acting and partying on camera, it really felt like he was letting loose rather than just acting, rather than just performing to camera. I really felt the energy and the excitement coming off this music video. So that was fantastic. Woo! Let's go ahead and watch that music video again. Woo! I wonder if her tiger stripes are coming out because she notices his ears and she's like a tiger and he's a bunny. So she's like seeing a prey. So like her animal, like hunter instincts are coming out. Oof. Such a funky pop sound. I love it. That is one of my favorite parts. First off, his intensity right there as he's saying that is great. But turn on the moonlight. You and I, from now on, we are animals. Roar louder. You and I, from the start, we were animals. This idea of like the night comes on and unleash your animals and party. Woo! 섬과 적막 경계를 줄타 라인업 멈칫하면 잃어버릴 내 자유로운 영혼 눈치는 no 하고픈 대로 해 이해는 섬과 적막 경계를 줄타 라인업 멈칫하면 잃어버릴 Noise and silence walk a fine line between them. Line up. Once I hesitate, I'm going to lose my reason. Wow. So the idea that noise and silence, you walk that fine line, but the moment you stay still or hesitate, you're gonna lose your free soul. Don't mind others. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, but don't harm others. Nice little touch. Moments like that always just really have such a powerful impact in a song and a music video. That slight whoof and on that kick, just everything just turning out of place. Oh. I feel like I love the contemporary dancing here even more so because it really feels like there's something underneath their skin and it's like trying to get out. And so that's a very interesting portrayal of that. Even the dancers' movements are like wild and outlandish. It's very free form. Like, it feels like when they shot this, they were quite literally like, okay, when we call action, we're going to start moving back on the dolly. Y'all just go nuts. Just everyone just freestyle, go nuts, go crazy. Like beyond that, it seems like none of that is like actually like fully choreographed or planned. It just feels so fun and wild. And the moonlight has like, I think, a more profound significance because they're saying that ONEW is a wolf inside. And as you see, like he becomes like a werewolf at the end, which in most werewolf lore, moonlight or full moon tends to instigate that transformation. I love that. Oh, that's so good. That instrument right there, whatever that like whining instrument is, when the mic comes down, the only thing I felt missing about this song is like, oh, I wish it's so kick and bass driven. It's like very grounded. Dun, 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 dun. For a song that's about unleashing, I was like, I wish it kind of felt more open somehow. Listen, I'm not a professional music producer. I'm into videos. So I don't know. I couldn't quite place like what it exactly was. And then, of course, ONEW scratched that itch instantly. That whining sound almost feels like a wolf cry, like a howling. So that whining sound, I feel like suddenly then contrasts and offsets like the heavier, like grounded bass sound and that repeating kick sound. And that is what makes it feel really open and unleashed. Fantastic. Oh man, ONEW absolutely delivered. That is another song where, you know, he did it with beat drum, where I really wanted to experience beat drum in concert. Animals, I want to experience it in concert. Animals is so good. I can already tell. And after having been to an ONEW show now, Animals is going to be so fun in a live setting. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay. I adore Animals. It does not dethrone beat drum for me. Came pretty close, but beat drum just scratches certain instrumental itches, especially like the heavier echoing tribal drum sounds. it's a little bit more thunderous for me and it's a little bit more fulfilling for me. And so Beat Drum still remains at the top of my throne, but Animals is a fantastic close second. Guys, thank you for tuning in to my reaction to ONEW's Confidence in Animals. I'm going to wrap up my reaction right there, but I'll ask you, what did you guys think of Animals? What do you guys think about this concept, this music video? Also, what did you think of Confidence? What did you think of the story that he was trying to tell? It's a very simple story, but I think it's a profoundly moving and important lesson that I think we all could sort of have a reminder from. I also think that just for a song that's called Confidence and it's about regaining confidence, rather than being like this loud, booming song, it's actually something that's a little bit more soulful, jazzed up, and they trip up the rhythm almost like you're being tripped up yourself. You trip and fall and you have to like regain your composure and keep going. So I thought Confidence was like a really fun, interesting, artistic expression. Animals, much more the pop direction route. So that was a lot of fun. Which do you guys prefer? I think definitely on an artistic level, I still prefer Animals as a whole to Confidence, because Confidence's artistic expression, I think, comes from one, a combination of the video as well as the instrumental, how it's like this trippy sound. And then Animals is, I think, even without the video, it still holds its weight and holds its own. But then the video only makes it more fun and splendorous. So I'm going to go with Animals, but Confidence is still fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. As I said at the top of the video, I will be doing a listening party for ONEW's Percent album. That'll be out in August on Patreon. I just released the bass EP. I did film my reaction for She Is, which it's Jonghyun's She Is fantastic. Patreon is going through like a issue where like there's a bug where I can't upload stuff right now, so like it's kind of slightly delayed. We're waiting on a fix, but it'll also be out really soon. So if you want to check all that out with me and more, head on down. Of course, you don't have to support the channel monetarily. If you want to support the channel for free, you can always like the video down below and you can always subscribe over to the right. I'll have a button for you guys. If you want to check out my other videos, in the upper right, I'm going to have an end card where you can see some of my other reactions to other K-pop music videos. And that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a brilliant day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.